Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more reaction content. The reaction content seems to be doing pretty well on the channel, so I decided I might as well just keep it going. We didn't finish the Destiny Fresh and Fit video from yesterday, so we're going to continue that once again, talk about 2 more points, and that'll be the end of the video, right? If I was to react to the entire video in one go, it would be like an hour long, and I don't know if you guys want those types of long videos. I'm more than welcome to doing it. But let's hop back in. But if you do like the content, make sure to comment down below, leave a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Here we go. Here we go.
Fuck a lot of girls. Girls will sit here and lie and be like, I don't want a guy that has sex with a lot of girls, or I don't want a guy to be a whore, as they would say.
Fair enough.
The reality is those guys are the most attractive, and those are the guys that women find irresistible, because if you're charming to one girl, well, women aren't really that special. You could be charming to a large majority of them as well.
Sure. It's like you're...
So I'll add on to that, right? All the girls want to date rappers, athletes, movie stars, singers. Those people have definitely fucked a lot of groupies, right? But so I feel like when it comes with a certain status, women don't care how much a man's body count is. But if you're an average Joe Schmo and you fucked 90 women, she's like, this guy's dirty. But if I'm Lil Wayne and I fuck 100 girls, the next girl's like, I still want to be with him. Right, because you just have so much money. So
constantly playing these calculation games in your head, trying to figure out who you want. So like for a woman, like the perfect guy would be, right, a guy that's super attractive, compelling, but is like blind, doesn't see any other woman, right?
Yeah,
that would be like the perfect guy. Who,
and
like,
that's where the delusion comes in. Like I don't want to use her as an example, but she said, oh yeah, I know most guys are not going to be monogamous, but I expect monogamy.
Well, sure, but also most attractive women aren't going to be a virgin till 24, right?
Good.
You're right.
So,
no,
I mean, like,
no, of course.
Sure.
The guy's got to be fairly, aware of that too.
A lot of things that happen in the world. A lot of things.
I would argue, right, that most girls, if you take an average 21-year-old female and an average 21-year-old male, the average 21-year-old female is going to be far more sexually experienced than the average 21-year-old male.
Probably.
In today's day and age. Women just get more practice by virtue of being a woman, of dealing with the opposite gender, which makes them.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. I don't think that's true. When I was 21, my body count was decent. And I know women who are 25 whose body count was like 4. Right? I don't think that's true. There might be more options for women out there, but that doesn't mean that they're all going to act on it. A lot of them find a boyfriend and just have sex a lot with that one man for years, to where maybe a man might have been single having sex with a lot of women for years. But no, that definitely is not true. There's no way. There's no way. Well, there's always going to be an outlier, so sure, there probably are women, but majority, probably not.
I'm a lot better at dealing with men than men are dealing with women.
No?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to let y'all, like, in this day and age, it's been it's a known fact, like, men fuck more than women. Now,
no, not true at all.
Okay, but let's talk about my age group, the 21, 22-year-old.
Maybe the guys that you're talking to, but the average guy.
No. That's not the guys that I was talking to. What he brought up specifically was a 21-year-old male and a 21-year-old female. No, in this day and age, I disagree. In this day and age, I disagree, and I feel as though that a 21-year-old male definitely has more experience than a 21-year-old female.
That's not true at all.
Okay,
no.
well, that's what I believe.
1 in 3 men haven't had sex in the past year or are virgins in the West. 1 in 3 men. There's more virgins than less guys having sex. Yeah.
You said in the West?
Yes.
We're in the East Coast.
This is the West of the world.
I saw this on TikTok already. I didn't know it was from this exact video, but yeah, no, she like I said, Fresh and Fit, they bring on attractive women. They might not be the smartest, but that doesn't mean that their opinions are less valid. But sometimes when they say stuff like this, you're like, why? You had them, right? You had them. Well, oh my God, why, dude? And then now they're gonna prey on her like vultures. Blah, 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 blah. Damn it, man. She put her shield on for 1 fucking second. They shot her with an arrow.
Come on. You got the country thing wrong. Like, don't try to do the geography. You got 2 bottles of country. This is
that's fine.
The West is the Western world.
Okay, so Western European psychology, like
it means
everything, all
developed
that.
first world countries.
That's what I asked him. That's what I'm trying to ask him.
I get what you're saying. Your point of view, the guys that do that, but the whole landscape of men around the world, especially the West, definitely don't get laid. And as well, your local CVS and Mass, your local...
Wait, did you say the vast majority of men don't get laid?
Exactly, yeah. Right.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Bro, the top earners are getting laid. The average guy is not really getting laid like that. And if you want
to just say it's high now, but it's still 30% haven't had sex. 1 in 3. So the majority of men, 66.6%.
Yeah, maybe once or twice a year, but it's way less than the hypergamy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so now this is what happens: is they're doing the triangle method. Sneako says something, Fresh will say something, Myron will say something. They're trying to bounce the point around because their own points don't add up. Sneako says every 1 in 3 men is a virgin, so which means 66% of men are fucking. That's more than half the men are having sex. That's the majority of men are having sex. But now Fresh is like, not all men are fucking. And then Destiny's like, he just said 66% of men are fucking. That's a lot of men. It's a lot of men.
It's way less.
It's a lot of men.
So you guys are just sitting up here having sex
real
once
quick,
or twice a year?
I'm pulling up stats on this because here. So the average American loses his or her virginity at 17. Virgins make up 12.3% of females and 14.3% of males. So it's a little bit higher on the male side, but not that much. It's 2 points higher. For ages 20 to 24, which is the age group she's talking about.
Thanks.
There we go.
Not that high, but a little bit higher.
Well,
so,
I mean,
point.
you also keep in mind that women, almost always
get it out, brother. This is what happens. Destiny pushed them against the wall. It's only 2% higher. They're like up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Sound like the man from the Thornberries. Up and up.
Underreport their sexuality,
I'm full of energy
for obvious reasons, right? There's stigma.
I got that sneak energy in me.
Report theirs. So
okay, but you said 21. Basically, and let's really be honest about it.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
When you get to 21, you're basically just becoming out of a teenager in American society. Now you're technically considered an adult at 21, right?
There's a big difference, though. A woman is at her peak at 21. A man is still fairly low value at 21.
Depending on the man.
Well, who puts in all the work?
What?
Girls just show up and they get laid. We gotta actually have some game, be at least tall, somewhat successful if we can be at 21. It's not easy.
That's not wrong. That's not wrong.
You guys are triggering me. You say girl has to put in. When you say girls have to put in no work, well, because you keep conflating the sex. When you say girls have to put in no work and they get laid, I'm triggered. That is true for an average guy. It's not going to be true for the top 10%, top 5%, top 1% dude. Top 1% guy is not busted girls. He doesn't have to.
Bro, oh my god, dude, he will.
What?
On a slow Tuesday.
What? Here we go.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to, but he might.
You'll anything.
I don't know. In your world,
is that how you feel?
How many? Okay, hold on. I'm curious. For a guy that's like decently clouded up on YouTube, how many unique women do you think you could a year?
A lot.
If you had to guess, if you had to put a number to it.
Could or would
could theoretically.
It's a very nuanced question.
Well, because mine, I'll tell you mine. I think that an average clouded dude on YouTube, if he was trying, could easily over 50 women a year, one new woman a week, easily.
You have a very high expectation of men.
You really don't.
The clout? No, he's saying like the guy that's famous. If you're famous, bro. If I'm Lil Wayne, if I'm fucking Lil Wayne, I'm fucking top fucking good entertainer, makes great music, public icon. Lil Wayne's gonna fuck so many more women. But if you're Logan Paul, who's famous, not on the status of Lil Wayne, still a celebrity, you're still going to be fucking a lot. Now, if you're TikTok famous, you're still going to be fucking a lot. Like, I don't think these three understand. Like, the moment you get any sort of fame, your chances of fucking women skyrocket. It's crazy. Yes, Destiny's right. If they have any sort of clout and they're trying, like they're putting on W-Riz, they're fucking taking girls out on dates, once a week is not hard. It's not hard to do once a week. Go on Tinder, boop, 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 boop. Get all your matches. Hell, on Tinder, you can probably fucking book a month of women. Hey, what are you doing next week? Hey, are you going to be free in 2 weeks? Hey, you going to be free in 3 weeks? Boom, that month taken care of. It's not hard if you have any sort of like standing successfully.
Think so?
No, man.
No, I see a lot of guys that come on the show as guests and stuff like that. They're like, caught it up. I'm like,
awkward. They're kind of awkward. They don't really know how to talk to girls. It's kind of.
Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, yeah. If it's an awkward dude, but if it's a guy that's like decently raised, I don't mean he's like the most fucking manosphere.
Are not rizzed up.
Making documentary videos, editing all day.
They're behind a computer screen doing content, but they don't know gaming. Talk to people like
those Fortnite streamers don't know how to talk to women.
Okay, so square this for me. Now you're telling me that these high value men can't a lot of women. How does that make sense earlier with you saying
you're calling a gamer that
I'm saying a clouded up dude on YouTube or something.
Give me an example.
More choices.
Give me an example. Logan Paul.
More to love. Tyson.
He's clouded.
Website visitors bouncing?
What the hell, dude?
Press
Get me
less.
out of here, man.
Convert more.
Get me out of here. Subscribe to the YouTube.
Buy Hotjar.
What the hell happened there? There's like two different ads?
And is anybody on YouTube with over 500,000 subs? He's not like a Fortnite player.
Okay, let's use a person that came on here. Steve will do it.
It's not that.
Do you think
you're kind of looking at it from like a black and white standpoint? You got to remember that there's high status guys that struggle with women, and there's guys that are lower status that still fuck a bunch of girls. Yeah. Like the thing is that. Here's the thing.
Hold on, I agree with what you just said.
Yeah.
But that's totally at odds earlier with your whole spiel earlier about hypergamous guys, top 20%, bottom 80% constantly. But now you're telling me, well, top guys can struggle, bottom guys could pull, which I agree with. But now that's like the blue pill shit, where that's like we get to the red pill and we go to like the PUA guys. Like, if you got game, any guy can get any girl, which I tend to agree with more.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that you're missing.
Sure.
The guys at the lower level have something exceptional, whether they're extremely attractive or they're charismatic, but they have something at the lower level.
Or tall.
The guys at the top level, they might have the status, but they're fucking awkward. You know what I mean? So a guy that has some game that's good looking can still go ahead and kill it, even though his socioeconomic status sucks. So he'll get a girl, he'll get laid here and there, but retention is going to be a problem. Because at some point, a girl's going to be like, oh, okay, I can't take anything serious with you because you're a fucking bum. So that's why I tell guys, you got to have everything. So it goes both ways. There are bums that can get girls, and there's guys that have money that can get girls, and it goes the other way around, where there's bums that can get girls, and then there's bums, guys that have status that can't get girls. So it depends on the guy.
You think a decently clouded guy, and it could be the case, you guys know, you think a decently clouded guy on YouTube that can, he doesn't have to be like the most raised out guy ever, but he's not autistic, that this guy would like desperately any possible woman that talked to him. He wouldn't be able to say no to anyone.
I'm saying if he's at a party with friends, his girl's there. Oh, she's kind of cute. All right, I'll do it.
Kind of cute is different than busted girl that puts in no effort. Because like a kind of cute girl that's putting in minimal effort is still spending 30 minutes on her hair, 30 minutes on makeup, is doing all sorts of shit. Well, she's at the party, right?
That's true. Right, a lot of women, if you're catching a girl at a party who's putting in no work, she's still putting work into her looks, right? You're not catching a girl walking out of Walmart and like, I'm fucking you tonight. No, it's a girl who clearly knows that she's attractive, has a little bit of conversation, because I don't think you can walk. I don't know. I'm not at that level of fame, but I doubt even some of the biggest people in the world can walk up to a girl that's a fucking stranger and be like, I'm gonna fuck you. Might work. I don't know if they recognize them, but I think if you put a wig on Jeff Bezos and had him walk up to a woman and say, I'm gonna fuck you, they're like, you're a fucking creep. Go away. I don't think so. I don't think so. The girl still has to put in some effort. There still has to be some communication. There still has to be a spark to click, you know?
Natural inclination to want to like just bust a nut. Like
but the natural inclination changes based on what's available to you. I think it changes.
It can.
Yeah.
But let's say nothing's available right now.
But if nothing's available right now, how are you right now?
Yeah, like, dude, like for example.
But if you've got like all these girls that are like on call, you could fly anybody out in the world. You could do whatever you can go talk to anybody in your city. But if you saw a busted up girl at a party and she was like, I want to you'd be like, I have to. Like a decently clouded out guy.
See, you're saying, for example, he can't ever do it. I'm just saying he can if he wants to.
Yeah, but he wouldn't.
How would you know?
Because why would you?
Bro,
you could call a better girl and go f her.
Okay, here's the thing, Destiny. Girls play games, dude. There's a girl that you'll hook up one time, right? And then she'll play games. Then you got to move on to the next girl, whatever. Like, girls are very fickle and flaky. Like, she now and then her boyfriend hits her back, her ex-boyfriend hits her back up, and then she starts talking to him, and she's out the roster. Like, girls drop off all the time.
I agree, kind of, but I think that's because guys play a lot of games too. Because guys will run into girls that are playing games, but it's because they're playing games to get in their DMs. Oh yeah, we can chat. Like, it was so much fun hanging out with you. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, let's hook up again tonight.
Both sides are playing games. Both sides are playing games. That's what it is. Who's playing the game better, you or her? At the end of the day, right? But if you're serious and she's serious, then you'll date. But if you're both playing games, then you'll fuck and then you'll leave. It's that simple. But if you're playing games, you shouldn't be attached to a girl if she goes back with her ex.
And then you hook up, you bust, and you're like, I got shit I got to do in the morning. Like, can you take off or whatever? And then, yeah, of course, like, girls start to play games because guys are playing the same game. I think if you're upfront with a girl and you're like, yo, you want to fuck? That's all I'm into. That's all I'm looking for, whatever. And she's either like, yeah, sure, or no. And then you can figure out.
That's like.
They don't all say that is absolutely not.
That doesn't work.
Wait, and you're clouded up on YouTube?
It doesn't work, man. Girls want your time. Yeah. They don't want easy sex. We want easy sex. They want our time.
I feel like
don't give out bad advice to men and tell them to say want to fuck.
It's not advice to normal men. It's advice to clouded guys, which is what you guys talk about 90% of the time.
Never worked. I've never said want to fuck. and then some.
Do you want to bet right now that you couldn't go into your Instagram DMs? I know you could find at least 5 girls. Yeah, and a girl's hitting you up, and you're like, hey, do you want to have a hookup? There are girls on this panel that you could tonight with little to no effort, and say it's a casual one-time thing.
Destiny,
easy.
I get what you're saying. But at the same time, it's a numbers game. Like
them saying yes is one thing, but them actually showing up, not saying,
what the fuck? I tell you, this is how they do it. They swap the narratives. Yes, they would agree, but fucking Mercury's in retrograde, so they're not going to show up. No, you don't. It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Because it's the guys trying to f it up. Don't do anything creepy. Don't do anything weird. As long as you don't f it up, it's usually not that hard to land.
Destiny, I can tell you have no experience with it.
I can hold on. He does though. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't want to make it personal. I don't want to make it personal, but I can tell you 100%. There are like 20 girls right now that I can fly out if I wanted to tonight to. And never see them again, and they'd be totally cool with it. But that's because I'm super upfront right at the start. When I talk to people, I'm f***ing married. I'm never f***ing dating you. But like, we can be friends. I'll hang out. I'll chill. We can do it. And I know there are other guys that are super clouded up on YouTube that can do it as well. But when you guys are playing all these weird f***ing games, you're like, oh, like you're trying to like maneuver or do Riz or whatever. Just be upfront. Be honest. Be clear. Don't be creepy.
Destiny,
like,
Destiny. Today she's with you. Then she's with me and him. It can vary. We're just saying, okay, a slow night. You're chilling with the boys. She's available. All right. Good to go. We're just saying, look, bro.
First, let me take this.
Yeah, go.
I'm going to be very simple about this. In the 1970s, there was a study done where when women were straight up propositioned for sex, it was a 95% failure. Now, let's go ahead and add status and clout to it, okay? That might lower the chances to maybe a 90 or an 85% based on who the guy is.
No shot.
But you got to understand that there's multiple points of failure when you deal with a woman.
For sure.
Hey, you want to? Sure. Next day changes. I don't know how I feel about this. And then she comes over to your place. Do you mind if we go on a date? I don't know. Like girls change their mind based off how they feel. They don't want to feel like whores. So if you say, she might say yes up front. Then when it's time to actually do it, she changes her mind, etc. So what I'm saying is that there's multiple points of failure when you deal with a girl. Girls.
Yeah, but there's also women that will do it though. That's the thing. There's women that will do it. They're ignoring the fact that women will. There are certain women out there who will do it. It don't matter. Yes, there's going to be women who don't want to when the day comes. There's going to be women that want to when the day comes. That's not... They do it. They do it to me. They give me all riled up.
Give me all riled up. They feel that way. Guy hits them up. Boyfriend hits them up. They're on their period. There's so many different variables that can come in that up for you. Now I get what you're saying. Yo, just proposition them. Be honest with them. That doesn't work for most guys.
Sure. I'll say the last thing I'll say, and then you can do whatever, because I don't want to go back and forth. But I agree with you that women will play games, but more often than not, just from the DMs that I've seen, from the people, women and men that I talk to, it's usually because the guys are playing games too. If you're up front, you might get shot down immediately. But like, if you're up front and she's up front, like usually things go okay. But if you're playing games, you're sitting there like, good morning, hearts, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to come over tonight? And you're only looking to bust? Of course shit is going to get crazy.
Okay, you know what? Let's have fun with this. Okay. Why do men play games? Because women start the game.
What?
I think it depends. I think a lot of people play games for a lot of different reasons.
Let's look at this logically. Men want sex. If I go to a girl and grossly proposition her, let's fuck, and I have a 90% failure rate, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to adapt. Women want to play a game. They want to feel something. Okay, I can't just tell them, let's have sex. So now
that's a solid point. Is if you get shot down constantly and you're smart enough to be like, why am I getting shot down? Well, I'm getting shot down because I'm only saying, hey, I want to have sex. Let me try something different to then finagle. So the end goal is still being sex by saying this, or that.
I have to play the game that women want. I have to make them feel special. The reason why men play games is because women start the game first.
It depends on who you say starts the game first, though. If a woman is out looking, she's probably not looking for sex because women can find sex. They don't have to go out looking, right? Exactly. But so does the game start with the woman who is just looking for a relationship, or is it with the guy who's finding women that are looking for relationships, trying to just give them dick?
But Destiny,
who started the game?
How did he learn the game?
I don't know. What the fight?
From experience of women playing the game first.
I'm just saying that if you're a guy and you're trying to fuck women that are only looking for relationships, who's starting the game there? Like,
I mean, Destiny, you also got to look at human nature. Human beings are creatures of the path of least resistance. If guys can get away with grossly propositioning girls for sex up front, they wouldn't play the game.
I'm not saying the normal guy can do that. To be clear, to reiterate, we were talking about top 1% high value men, because the original claim was that a high value guy will fuck a girl that puts in zero effort. Well, it was that would date a girl initially, then it's not date, fuck, but even for fucking, a busted top 20% girl is not going to go and a whole bunch of high value men. It's just not going to happen because those guys have options, or at least from what I've seen. But I don't know, maybe it's different worlds. I guess.
It is different worlds,
It
bro.
might be different worlds.
I'm just saying, men have to play
Could be
games
different
because
worlds.
women start the games first. Trust me, human beings are creatures of least resistance. If we could get sex just by saying let's have sex, they would. Now going back to the higher status thing, yes, it will drop it off. Maybe not a 95% failure rate, maybe a 90% failure rate, maybe even an 80% failure rate if the guy's attracted to that girl and she knows him and watches content. But regardless, the girl's still gonna want something in return. Women rarely
this girl's
exchange
so
sex
tired.
without some type
She's
of
so
compensation,
tired.
whether it's
Take a
time,
nap, lady.
resources,
Sure.
feeling
Hop
special,
off the
and
panel.
experience,
Take a
etc.
Okay, so then just a question, yes or no, and I'm done with
And then
this.
she had something, right? You had
Yeah,
something?
sure.
Okay.
So for you three, all of you guys think that you could not f- a girl, no strings attached, be upfront with it in your DMs right now. You know that you can find one of your DMs to fuck.
That's not how it works for me, no.
What the hell is this? No, he took her away.
And not the girls that I really want to no.
Well, no, careful. We just said busted. So this is any girl that's in your DMs. But
Wait, what's your point about busted?
Well, because he was saying that busted women could top 1% or whatever.
You asked me a personal. I don't want to girls.
Okay, but look, so he's doing the thing. He wouldn't just any girl, right? Earlier we said men will take path least resistance, men will any girl they can fuck, but now he's saying you would.
Girl, an astrology onion breath girl, she's still hot.
But you wouldn't rando in your DMs?
If she's ugly, no.
Okay, so he wouldn't anything of it. So he's a
Damn.
way exception.
No,
He's the
I would
emotional man. He's the emotional man. I like that about you. Okay, you two.
What is emotional about
you
that?
two guys.
Okay,
You want
right? So he was point. The point was, if men could fuck without, what are the fucking human nature? Imagine leave resistance. It's like Sneako, would you fuck a girl with no resistance? Nope. Brother, it's the triangle thing. None of their points add up.
romance and love and pets and
I said I
Netflix.
wanted an attractive
That's
girl.
cute. I like that. Okay, you two. You guys don't think you could find a girl to no strings attached to your DMs? If you were to be upfront, like, hey, do you want to like meet tonight and just like hook up?
Damn, they're gonna clout. Are they gonna out themselves?
mean, possibly, but I wouldn't do it that way.
Well, I thought you guys just said you anything. The top 1% guys
No,
are fucking
I'm
in their
saying-
moves.
I'm saying-
Now who's the waffle in the fucking house? What the fuck?
I am saying the average
Damn.
guy that's
We're not
successful.
talking about average guys. I asked you two specifically.
Nigga, why you put this on me, man?
No, that's what he
I'm asking
asked.
both of you.
It's a
But
personal
I'm
question.
saying,
Now you gotta
my
answer.
You put the
DMs,
girls on the hotspot all the time. Would you guys fuck somebody no strings attached to
I
your
could do
DMs?
that, but why do that?
It's
Because
the
you guys
path.
said the guys will.
I'm trying to fuck
You
this one
said that
time.
you could.
Yeah, and you said you would. You said guys would anything in front of them.
They do.
So would
Do you?
A lot of my friends, on some level, are successful.
Oh my god, he's
Have
dodging the
money and stuff.
question, brother. He knows he's fucking wrong. He's dodging the question.
Bro, she's here, bro. I'm just go do my shit in the room.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
Do you?
like,
Here's how you're messing it up, because you're acting like, oh, if you DM and you go seek it out, it's not like you want to put in the effort. Sometimes it's just available and then you do it. Or
Yeah.
like say she's in the kitchen or something and then you decide to whip it. But like the effort or calling her an Uber, some random girl that said let's something unattractive about that. The scenario that you're presenting is just kind of But overall, men still would anything, but it depends on the circumstance.
This is what I joke
Oh
about on
my
stream,
God.
okay? If you want to get black pilled, okay, you watch some YouTube shit and it'll black pill you. If you want to get really black pilled, you talk to attractive women and you see how they live their lives, because that will the attention they get, the world they live in can be you're living a totally different existence.
Yep.
But the ultimate level of black pill, in my opinion, is seeing really attractive men that are in denial about how much they could pull with very little effort. Because all three of you, I know, could slay like crazy with minimal riz between the way you guys look, between the clout you have, between the money you got, the status you got.
We still have
you
to
guys
put in
are
work,
acting like
though,
you
to a degree, Destiny.
not even. You're done putting in the work.
That's not true
If you
at
want to
all.
just, you're done. You put
It
in the
is-
work.
it is
You're clouded up. You got money. You got status. You're a
He's not
South
wrong.
Beach.
He's
You're
not
a
wrong.
Brickle. Like you put in the work.
it is easier, but yes, I get that part.
You're
But like,
still in
bro,
the game.
you can't just like be. Okay, you can. That's it. But like, to be honest with you, bro, you're liable for like screenshots being posted everywhere. Oh, look what he's saying to girls, bro.
What? Then you want to?
Yes.
You think somebody's gonna post a screenshot and say, "Oh, look at this creepy guy. He said he wants to f my
Bro, they'd
pussy."
be
That's
canceled
some
for that
guys
so
are
Every
much.
single day, someone's being told by the social media world, "Oh, he did this and that. Look at the
Yeah.
screenshot, dude. Look, you can play many different ways."
That is
I'm
true,
just
though.
saying,
You
bro,
couldn't get caught up.
To do
You
these
couldn't
things
get caught
the
up.
right
You couldn't
way
get caught
to
up.
protect yourself as a man as well.
I mean, right? You say, "Hey, you want to fuck," and then the girl's like, "He slid in my DMs like a fucking pervert," right? And then, right, that is true. That is
you gotta
true.
move a certain way. You
The
can't
more
be doing
cloud you are, the more you gotta watch your
shit like
words.
that all the time. And if you do, someone's gonna say, "You know what? I want clout too as well. I'm gonna post that shit."
You
Okay,
had something,
I'm done.
right?
Yeah,
I want
go
to make
for
sure the girls get their things in. Go ahead.
I mean, we totally veered off this
Fine,
topic.
go ahead.
Sorry.
This
go
is
ahead.
going off of like when you guys were saying that women, they play the games first.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to wrap my head around is, if women play games first, don't you think that's because,
What the hell's
let's say
happening with the
hypothetically,
audio?
they were straight up and said, I want to fuck. There's a certain, view that you guys portray on us. We don't want to look as whores. So then it's like, it's kind of a lose-lose for us. So if we play games, we're losing. If we're straight up, we're losing. So where do we even go with that?
Well, I mean, it's up to the girl, but the thing is with women is that the reason why they play the game is, yes, there's social consequences. If a girl goes up to a guy and says, I want to just fuck, well, that guy might not respect her or take her seriously. And then on top of that,
all right, I'll discuss my way, and then we'll call the video. We're nearing the 30-minute mark. If a girl, what the woman who spoke, the one right there, she's correct in a sense. If a girl puts out too much, she's a whore. But if she doesn't put out, then she might not find the right guy. Because it is possible that you originally go for a hookup, but then you guys hang out and now you end up dating. Right? There's this lose-lose of you can't give it up too quickly, but sometimes you have to give it up to try to find your significant other. Most men, if you don't have sex with them, they have another option. Women, if you don't have sex with them, they have other options. Everybody has options. You have to, but sometimes you gotta know, like, okay, if I give up the sex, maybe the sex will be great that it will continue talking. That's all it is. And if you think that's all it is, comment down below. Subscribe, leave a comment how you like it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this reaction content to Red Pill shit ass, Red Pill content. And I hope to see y'all again in the next video. See you.